What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. So today's the day. I've got I got a text from Rachel earlier that said you got a surprise in your shop. So after work today, I had to swing by one of our local farm stores, and I picked up a new stock tank. This is a 4 foot in diameter stock tank, and this is going to be our new brooder for, you guessed it, the baby chicks. So we're gonna get that set up here in just a minute. We got to go feed all the animals, check on all the baby goats, and see how everybody's doing. Rachel said she'd come out here to bring something to the shop, and she heard some chirping. So that's a good indicator that we have some baby chicks. I don't think they're actually supposed to hatch until tomorrow, so there might just be one or two. I don't know how many. But other than that, I told you I had another project going on. I don't know if you guys can see that way back there behind me. I got the backhoe disconnected from the tractor. Let me show you the tractor. And what I was getting at is I have a bunch of parts right here on the ground. So that's another project I'm working on. And wouldn't you know it, I've got half of it on. So here's the M59 Kubota. And you can see I've got some new equipment on here. This is the 3-point kit that I am trying to assemble. But you guys know how it goes when you order something new and there's a kit, there's nuts and bolts involved, and they ship it. There's always a good chance that you are missing just that one or two, a nut or bolt or whatever. In this case, I was missing a pin, a lower link pin, and I'm missing a bolt. Now that bolt that I'm missing, it actually goes into these holes right here. There's a little plate that bolts on each side, and then your top link bolts pins in right here. Another problem is this backhoe has never been off this tractor, so these holes right here that are threaded, they were full of dirt daubers, full of just mud and gunk, and I have to get a tap and die and try to clean that out. And I had to order one, so I didn't have that size. It's a 12 millimeter. I didn't have that size, so it just came in the mail. So I'm gonna be doing that after a while, and the rest of those bolts and pins are supposed to come in, I believe, tomorrow. So we are actually waiting on this kit because we're waiting to put in our garden. We're gonna do, you know, we got the raised beds and everything, but we're gonna go back to doing a traditional garden as well. So I'm waiting on that kit to get installed on the M59 so I can hook my 6-foot tiller up, and then I'll show you guys how we used to do our gardens way back before YouTube. All right, I hear some chirping. Oh, I see some little fuzzies in here. I see at least 2, I see 3, maybe even more than that. So I'm not gonna open this just yet, but I gotta get their brooder set up and everything else. And guess what? I need one more egg from the Silver Lace Wyandottes to stick in here, and then we're gonna kick up this incubator. Now this one will hold 50. I think there is 20 something in here that was still fertile. And then over here, I think I got, about 20 or so that I can't remember when they are gonna hatch. I've got to look on my phone. I always try to take notes. But just having, I see 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 so far. Let's just take a peek real quick. I know you guys are anxious just like I am. Oh my goodness, there is way more than that. All right, you guys stay in there. Encourage all your brothers and sisters to hatch. I'll get your brooder set up. And yeah, we got to set up. We'll set it up right here, I guess. That way it's close to the electric and all that. And then put a heat lamp in there, get their water and their food and the bedding. I told you guys in the last video, I think it was the last video, we're not doing the pine shavings bedding anymore. That stuff is dusty. It's not good for the chickens. It's not good for you breathing, and it makes a mess wherever you have it. In the past, when I've had the brooders in here and I'd put the pine shavings in the brooder, after a week or two, that dust just gets on everything, and it is a pain to clean. You don't want to use it if you don't have to. So we're gonna try this hemp bedding. Coco and Etta hears me, they're wanting their treats. But let's get this brooder down real quick, and then we'll go over and get the hemp bedding, get that in, get the heat lamp plugged in, and then we can start transferring some of these silver lace Wyandotte chicks over to their new home. So I picked this up. It's not heavy or anything, but man, when you're hauling stuff like this, you want to make sure you got it strapped down, because if this come off flying down the highway, it would not be good. It could injure somebody or tear somebody's vehicle up. So let's get this thing off. Well, I can hear them little chickens in there. They are wanting out. I can fit a lot more chickens in here, so that's a good thing. I'll get this old one out of the way. Okay, the babies are chirping at me. So I got the new brooder over here. Like I said, that's a 4 foot in diameter one. Before I had this 2x4 one, and it works okay if you don't have a lot of chicks, but you guys know me, I have quite a bit of eggs in the incubator. Doubt they all hatch, but if they do, that little one is not gonna do it. So I had to go with a bigger one here, and I've used one in the past. Like I said, now it's a flower bed out here by Cora and Lisi's pen, but this one will give the chicks plenty of room. We'll put a heat lamp in here. They'll have plenty of room to wander around and kind of spread their wings, you might say. I'm not gonna keep them in here until, you know, maybe just 2 or 3 weeks old, maybe a month. Once they learn that they can kind of jump up and fly, they will jump out of this. A lot of times what they'll do, they'll jump on your water or your feeder, like that right there. Yeah, right there. And then they'll jump over and then they'll run around the shop. We've had that happen many times, but luckily now, you know, it's April pretty much, so the temperatures are warmer. We can graduate these chickens right here out of the chicken tractor, put them in the regular chicken coop, and then move the babies into the chicken tractor. And we're gonna have several different ages coming on. As you can see here, got 3 different incubators. So we're gonna have this wave 2 weeks later, or a week later, we're gonna have that other incubator. And then I can almost guarantee here in a minute, we're gonna go get 1 silver laced Wyandotte egg to fill this one up with 50 eggs. We'll kick it on, and then in about 21 days, 28 days, whatever it is, I can't even think right now, 21 days, those will hatch. So let's go ahead and get some food. I'm getting yelled at from every direction out here if you guys can't hear. Coco and Etta, those goats over here, the goats in the front field, and the geese are all yelling at me. So let's go feed them real quick. Then we'll get our shavings or our hemp bedding, all that, get their brooder ready, and then we'll transport them over. And yeah, we'll see how many hatch for today anyways. All right, let's get some food. We're gonna do things in reverse today. We are gonna go feed everybody in the front field in Mojo. And then we'll come back, feed everybody over here. Where's Mojo at? Oh, he is in a deep sleep. See if you guys can even spot him. Mojo, you ready to go eat, Bubba? Mojo. Yeah, there he is. He said, oh, I heard someone yelling at me, but I didn't know I was dreaming there, Dad. I wasn't really sleeping, I was just resting my eyes. Well, come on, it's time to eat. You want to go eat, Mojo? Well, it's awfully hot today. I guess I'll come eat. Just laying over here in the shade, you know me. Yeah, I know. You're getting your Z's, aren't you? Come on, Bubba, let's go eat. Come on, you can stretch as you walk. Come on, we got a lot of hungry mouths to feed. Got a bunch of new babies in the shop. Oh, I hear them babies. I'd kind of like to go see them myself. If you don't mind, after I eat, I think I'll go check them out. I like to count how many babies hatched out of all those eggs. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of new chickens. We're gonna keep them or we're gonna sell them. Well, you think about that. Do you think you really need that many chickens? Well, you like eggs, don't you? Sounds like a plan to me. All right, well, come on. So he's right. We do have a lot of chickens. We're not going to keep all these chickens. There's a lot of people that's looking for purebred chickens, good laying hens, and probably what we'll do is we'll try to raise these up, maybe to adults until they're laying, maybe even, I don't know, maybe until they're 3 or 4 months old, I don't know. And then we'll list them for sale or take them to the local auctions and help some other families get started in laying chickens. There's so many people right now that are finally waking up and realizing that you can't depend on the grocery stores for everything. You guys have been seeing the egg shortages and chicken shortages, all this type of stuff. People's finally realizing, you know, I can raise chickens in my backyard, very easy, super easy to take care of, and anybody can do it. It's a sustainable food source, probably one of the easiest animals to get into to start raising for your own food supply, and probably one of the cheapest as well. I'm not saying they're cheap, I'm just saying probably one of the cheapest to get started in. And so the only problem is everybody's getting that idea at the same time, and it's getting hard to find the chickens. So I never thought I would buy chickens that cost $47.50 each, and I never thought I would sell any for that, but we did last month at the auction, and I might go again this month just to see what prices are and all that type of stuff. But all right, Ghost, you gotta make things difficult, don't you, girl? Here you go, here you go. You ready, big man? You ready to go in here and eat? Oh yeah, let's go. It's too hot to stand out here very long. All right, well, come on. I got goat slobber all over my hand. Okay, since you're a good boy, I got a couple eggs for you. Little banny eggs. He don't mind the banny eggs though. Here you go. There you go. Eat those eggs for the mimmies get them. Hey. No jumping on the buckets. Babies, you better clear it. You're gonna get run over. Come on, babies. Okay, everybody okay out here? Some of you guys are growing horns really fast, and some of you ain't growing them very fast at all. Interesting. Here's a little mocha baby. Where'd she go? Right there. We had a lot of people leave comments on a couple of videos back on what to name her. Had a lot of mochas. I can't remember the other names. Have to look at the comments again. All right, so let's go see how many eggs we got. You good, Mojo? Oh yeah, thank you for the extra egg. I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go feed everybody else. Go get the eggs out of the chicken coop. And we still gotta get these chicks moved over. So I did not check the incubator this morning. So there is a chance they could have hatched early this morning. I don't think they were supposed to hatch until tomorrow, so seems like they come a little early, maybe a day early, I don't know. I've kind of had that happen before. Sometimes they come early, sometimes they'll come a day late. It really depends on the temperature of your incubator, whether it's right there at 99.5, a little higher, a little lower. I think that kind of comes into play. So here's the daddy to all these babies that we are hatching right now. That's Bruiser right there. that's the girls. That's the silver-laced Wyandotte girls. And as soon as we brought them home from the auction, I told you guys I was going to start hatching their eggs, and here we are. They're enjoying their new feeder over there. They got a feeder inside, but I don't think they like it very well. I don't think they like the metal feeder. This one's plastic. I might actually move that inside, or I might get another one. You got a goofy crow. I might get another one and put it inside and leave that one outside. So everybody's crowing now. So let's go in here, see if we can get that one egg. Oh, actually, we got to feed them first, or they're just going to chase me around. Here you guys go. Go get your treats. All right. Manny's, I just fed you girls. Go over there and eat. So what we're feeding them, when we come out here, this is what we just throw on the ground. This is a scratch. And I kind of mixed this up. It has some alfalfa pellets. It has some black oil sunflower seeds. It has some wheat. It has some like Milo. And it has some cracked corn. I think that's about it. So that's a good scratch grain. It's not their main source of nutrition. We're wanting the eggs, so we're letting them eat a layer pellet, which is higher in nutrition or protein. All right, we got the eggs covered. Looky here, we got way more than we need, so that's a good thing. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Use my shirt as a basket. And I will show you guys something interesting. So we're wanting the silver-laced Wyandottes, and these are going to be a purebred chicken. And you guys might have noticed we got some red chickens out there. Those are not silver-laced Wyandottes. Those are what a lot of people call Highlines or cinnamon queens. Those are the red ones. Now these are some laying machines. Do not get me wrong. These lay an awesome egg. They're super good layers. And here's the difference in their eggs. So the big one is the Highline or the cinnamon queens, and the smaller beige looking one here on the left is the silver-laced Wyandottes. Now there's not a big difference in size, but if you weighed it, it would weigh quite a bit more because they are quite a bit bigger eggs. They taste the same. I mean, they're still eggs. It's just those Highlines lay a little bit of a bigger egg. They're kind of a normal looking chicken, as you can see. The silver-laced Wyandottes, in my opinion, are very pretty. They have the black laced and the white feathers. Very pretty chickens, but they all lay good eggs. So, of course, this egg right here is from the Highline hen, but he is the daddy if we were to hatch this. Not sure what it would look like, but it won't be a purebred silver-laced Wyandotte. So let's go get these eggs put up, go feed the rest of the animals, and then get these chickens moved over. I still got to come over here and get the hemp bedding out of here as well. Okay, here we go. I'm going to trade out the darker eggs for the lighter eggs. I don't know why, but I just am going to do that. No particular reason. So now all I got to do is get this filled up with water. It actually has a couple of tanks on it, one up here, and pretty much set this and just let it go. Don't mess with it, and then in 21 days we'll have some chicks. So I haven't used this incubator yet. Hopefully everything works okay and everything's good, but time will tell. Oh, the donkey girls are yelling at me again, aren't you girls? I'm coming. I got a pocket of treats for you. Didn't forget you. There's Cora, there's Leesky and Mr. Russellman. And all the goats. There's Opal and Ruby. They're still goofy and kind of confused about where to go to eat. And there is my main man, Mr. Olaf, with his funky hair. Olaf, you have some really good looking hair, buddy. I don't know how you get those curls, but I know there would be a lot of women that would kill to have your curls, buddy. You know it? You got a hairdo. He's like, oh yeah, I know it. All right. All right, I'll be right back. Let me feed these dogs. Come on, guys. There's too many goats out here, not enough doggies. Not enough doggies. There's my buddy. There's old pup. There's old pup, Mr. Russ. Here's your food. Eat it. Eat it. There you go. Come on, Cora. Oh, here comes Miss Cora. Look at her. She can run. Oh, here's a happy girl, aren't you? Here's a happy girl. Yeah, you smell like a skunk still. Just on that collar. Come on. Nice, big, cold egg right out of the refrigerator. There you go. Miss Cora's turn. Get out of here. There you go. Nice, big, cold egg. Mr. Leesky. Nice, big, cold egg for you too, buddy. Sometimes they eat the shells. I get people ask me, why do you leave the shells in their food bowl? Sometimes they eat them. Most of the time they don't. If they want them, it's there. They don't have to eat it. They just pull it out and drop it on the ground if they don't want it. Sometimes they like to eat it. Gives them a little calcium. No big deal. All right. The chickens do. I know the chickens always eat them. All right, let's... Oh, babies everywhere. Babies everywhere. Here you go. Got my bucket cam going. I hear ya. Okay. Here, roll off a little more. All right. Yeah. Gotta go feed the geese. Gotta go give the girls their treats. So I have been, I told you guys I've been looking for a boy donkey or a jack for these girls right here. And I might have actually found one. We'll see. I've got a few leads for some. I don't know yet. I'm kind of looking for one that's old enough to breed, and that's the problem. Most of them that you find are younger, and everything I read says donkeys need to be like 16 months or older to be breeding age. But I don't know. We might just take the chance and get a younger one, because I would like to get a spotted one to put on them, but they're hard to find. Here you go, girl. There you go, Coco, Etta. Good girls. Good girls. Here you go. You guys are... Oh, you dropped it. You girls are old enough to have babies now, so we just got to get a male in here with you. Drop that one too. Okay, here you go. Look, right here. All right. Okay, let's go see these geese. You girls gonna follow me? Huh? You doing your little dance? Or are you trying to kick me? Huh? Y'all trotting? They're kind of a hoot to watch. Sometimes they get really sassy and they try to kind of push each other out of the way because they think one's gonna get more food or get the treats, and the other one's not gonna get any, but we try to teach them to share. Okay, still got 3 geese out. Yesterday all 4 was out, but she's laying on the eggs again. Here you go. Still got pond in the, or still got water in the pond, but I went ahead and filled their water up. That's actually a hog water that holds, it holds almost 200 gallons of water, and it's got a little place in the front of it down low that the geese can actually get in and get a drink, so it's working out pretty good. So stay tuned. I don't know if the egg she's sitting on is fertile. Don't know if they got too old or what, but hopefully the eggs that the goose is sitting on will actually end up hatching, and we can add to our geese flock. And now that they're down here, I got a follower here. Now that they're down here way away from the house, they're not too loud. So look at here. Girls, I got you your treats. There's a couple on the ground that y'all dropped. Come and get them. Okay, so we got these animals taken care of. Let's go move the baby chickens. Okay, we gotta make a quick pit stop. Brought the little gorilla cart with me. We've got to get a bag of this hemp bedding out. And no, I have not cleaned this out yet. I am waiting. Maybe this weekend, I don't know yet. But I showed you guys last video what this dust does from this pine mulch. That's it right there. We'll clean all that out, and then hopefully I got enough of this hemp bedding right here. We can replace it and get all this dust out of here. You can't even come in here or you leave filthy. So it shouldn't take very much to fill that brooder up. Probably just maybe a quarter of that bag, maybe. I'm not sure. And I've never used this stuff, so I don't know what we're getting into, but we're fixing to find out. All right, first things first, let's get a good cover on the bottom of this. And this helps your brooder stay clean. There's all kinds of different brooders. There's all kinds of different medium stuff you can use for like your bedding. And like I just told you guys, I explained it. This is why we are going with this hemp bedding. It's not supposed to be dusty, and it's supposed to last like 4 times longer than the pine shavings. And it really wasn't much more expensive, if it was at all. I can't remember. But it's just like, it's kind of like sawdust, but it's not as dusty. So I think this is going to work out good. It does have some dust to it, but nothing near what the pine mulch has. So, and when you have that many chickens in here, if you don't have some kind of bedding like this to kind of keep it dry and absorb some of the litter and everything, it will start stinking pretty good. So this is kind of important. All right, that might be enough. Oh yeah, very good. It is a little dusty. Okay, we'll just kind of spread that around there. We got a couple inches on the ground, and now I got to go get their water filled up, get their feeder, and then we'll start moving them over. Okay, I almost forgot to mention that the most important part is your heat lamp. So we'll clip that on here. Let's see here. I'm gonna rig this up a little better. I'll put some wire and stuff on it just because I don't want it to fall down and catch on fire. This stuff is super dangerous. I just can't do it one-handed. But that's the idea of the heat lamp, and I'll get it plugged in and get their water and feeder, and then we'll move them over. Okay, got their water, got the heat lamp in there. Now we just got to get their feed. And I always like to use, when there's a whole bunch of chicks, like probably more than 10 or so, I like to use these longer feeders. They got these holes in here so they can't really stand in it, but it gives each one of these holes as a room for one of these little newborn chicks to have room to sit there and eat. And sometimes I'll even put some of this on the ground around the feeder, because when they're just a day old, sometimes they don't know to start pecking inside the feeder, and they like to peck, you know, around their feet, stuff like that. So we'll just kind of place that in here, and it's time to move the chicks. Let me show you the setup we got here. So I got their water away from the heat. It's not cold by no means. It's 80 degrees today. Got their feeder right there. So everything is close to each other, and it's not right under the heat lamp, because if the water's under the heat lamp, it's going to evaporate a lot quicker. All right, let's see how many we got so far. We still got some hatching, so we got to kind of be quickly about it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about we take 2 at a time? How about 3 at a time? I got to do it one-handed, so look at here. Little cute silver lace line dots. Okay, come on. There's a heat lamp in here for everybody. I'll come back and I'll dip each one of their mouths, their little beaks, in the water so they know that's where they can get a drink. And all these are dried off good. See if I can get 4 of them this time. All right, I think I got them. Nope. Oh, they're squirmy little suckers. Come here. Come on. Okay. 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 Got them all right here. Oh, goodness. Looky here. Y'all want a drink? Look. Watch, this one's going to learn how to drink. Just kind of dip their beak just a little bit in it. It gets a little drink, and then it knows where to drink and eat and all that good stuff. And then the other ones watch it, and they'll learn from it. Okay, let's get these eggs out of here. This does leave a little bit of a mess. My humidity's still good. I just added water in here yesterday. I took them out of the turners, laid them flat. I got more hatching, as you can see. Got more starting to pip. So we need to get this back on. Get that back on. And just let them be. Come back out here after a while, and we'll have more baby chicks. All right, so there they are. It's hard to see the colors of them in here because of the red light, but so far so good. We'll just keep an eye on them, make sure they're getting their water. I might move it a little closer to the heat. We'll see what they kind of do, but they should be good to go. So if you guys are new or you have questions, you can email us. You can leave a comment down below if you're wanting to get into raising your own chickens or your chicks. This is just chick starter. You can use medicated or non-medicated. If I can turn this camera around. The medicated kind of prevents, helps protect them from coccidiosis and I can't remember what else, but it doesn't really matter. It's just personal preference. Some people choose not to use medicated. But anyways, that is how many we have for today. Stay tuned, and hopefully next video I'll have a whole bunch more filled up in this brooder. That's the goal, is to get as many as we can, and see if we can't raise them up and keep some, maybe sell some. Stay tuned for that adventure, and stay tuned and see if we get another donkey, add a male donkey to the herd. Just don't know what we're gonna do just yet. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Leave us a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.